After 5 days in Shanghai, I put on my backpack and made my way over to the train station. Backpack with Brock is about to embark on his very first Chinese train experience. It would be an overnight journey from Shanghai to Xian. Well, folks, I'm the very first one into my compartment on my first train in China. It's got 6 beds. I'm in the middle bunk. And I booked a hard sleeper. And when they say hard sleeper, they mean hard sleeper. I wasn't alone for long when I was joined by the lovely Carlia.
Hi.
You have to wave a little bit. There we go. Carlia was traveling with her friend Ben, and from what we could see, we were the only non-Chinese passengers on the whole train. The journey took over 14 hours, but I managed to get a good night's sleep. Eventually we arrived in Xian, and as I exited the train, I was surprised to be welcomed by someone from my hostel. Hello! She brought me to the Xian hostel, where the atmosphere felt cozy. The design seemed authentically Chinese. And the staff were pleasantly friendly. Our guidebook told us we should check out Xian's Muslim quarter, so that's exactly what we did. It was there that I learned that China actually has a very high population of Muslims. Who would have thought? Now, sometimes China can drive you a little bit crazy, so this man taught us how to relax. Xian is beautifully lit at night. Everywhere you turn, there's something to appeal the eyes. My favorite were these kites that danced around in the night sky. We chowed down on these crushed peanut butter bars and then walked around the market a little while longer until I was reminded of the frog ladies in Thailand.
No, money.
I took it as a sign that I should head to bed. Since my hostel's guest hanging area didn't seem all that exciting, we opted to make our way to the Terracotta Warriors. Discovered in 1974 by some local farmers who were digging a well, the site consists of 3 pits. These pits are full of life-size clay soldiers who were guarding the mausoleum of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Wanting to save the best for last, we opted to do the route backwards and headed first to Pit 3. Pit 3 is in the shape of a U and covers an area of about 520 square meters. Known as the command center for Pits 1 and 2, Pit 3 experienced a great deal of destruction in history. This is why only 68 pottery figures, 1 chariot, and 34 bronze weapons were unearthed from the pit. Regardless, it was still amazing, and if this was the least exciting of the 3 pits, we couldn't wait for what was still to come. Next up was Pit 2. Pit 2 is located about 20 meters away from Pit 1. It's in an L shape and covers an area of about 6,000 square meters. It consists mostly of mixed military forces in 4 arrays. There are archers, war chariots, cavalrymen, and infantrymen. Although the majority of Pit 2 is unfortunately yet to be excavated, this building had on display some of the actual soldiers, allowing you to get up close and see how intricate the sculpting really is. It is obvious that a great deal of work was not only put into creating the soldiers, but their horses and their weapons as well. Not only was I thrilled to be seeing the Terracotta Warriors in real life, but that I had a fantastic duo to experience it with. Hi! At last, it was time for Pit 1. Wow, we were in shock. This pit is huge. Covering nearly 15,000 square meters, it is believed that over 6,000 warriors and horses will be unearthed from this pit. What's even more astounding is that each of these life-size, man-made soldiers is unique. It was intentional that no two soldiers should have the exact same features. Being made of clay, the soldiers are very fragile and many have crumbled over the years. I couldn't imagine being the one whose job it is to put these things back together. From the many horses to the crumbling and standing soldiers, this place is extraordinary. It's one of the coolest things I have seen yet. Now, after being freaked out by this creepy doll puppet thing, we headed back to our hostels to check out and make our way to the train station. But we ran into some problems when the bus we wanted wasn't coming.
We're not going to make it, right? What's the time it leaves?
And while we run to catch our train, I'd like to leave you with this little old man that put a smile on our faces and a song in our hearts.
有未曾那下情事啊，细讲你也听。接子为西华陈州造了年间，地方官呐他姓文呐。
Next time on Backpack with Brock. I board another Chinese train and make my way to Beijing, where I hang out with some friends, visit the Emperor's Summer Palace, and do some dancing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave a comment, or you can subscribe by clicking on me right here. Thanks for watching.